All right, gentlemen, I just want to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to jump on here and talk about something that's kind of big in the wrestling world, that being WrestleMania, with everything going on with Cody. And real quick, now that you pointed to that, and what's your favorite logo back there? Anybody? Anybody got anything?
Mm,
10?
Am,
WrestleMania
am I
10. It's
bad?
classic.
10. Kevin, you
Oh, there's
got
so many
something?
cool ones. The older ones are so neat. Like the first 10 or so are so cool. God, even WrestleMania 9 looks pretty sweet. Or 11. Look at 11. It reminds me of the Undertaker. I don't know. There's too many good ones. That's too hard.
It's
If I had
it's
to pick, I
it's
think the
10
older
for
ones are
me.
cool.
10.
10.
10's
What about
killer.
you, Steve?
I like WrestleMania 14. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
it's clean.
WrestleMania
20's pretty clean.
WrestleMania 23
Yeah.
looks pretty cool. I mean, that kind of just looks like WrestleMania 20 being it's like a double of Josh's, which is weird.
Double of Josh's.
It's also my favorite WrestleMania. So
Oh,
So
there you go.
WrestleMania. Anyway, so besides that, I just kind of wanted to jump on here and talk about it, throw our opinions out there, maybe get a little information from you guys, a little couple of thoughts. I personally think that this year's WrestleMania 40, is shaping up to be something special, like they talked about. We all know it's going to be 2 nights. Um,
Hmm.
I'm thinking we could get Roman and Seth both nights. Anybody else thinking that?
Hmm. You mean
I'm
like
a
one
little,
one? Oh, go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
I'm a little worried about Seth working both nights. So I'm still unsure totally about that. But my theory, like when everything went down, was they're definitely setting up a tag match. That also
I'm
could be to protect Seth,
Yeah.
maybe Kevin.
Yeah, no. I'm so clearly I'm behind here. What is it? Because I've heard the rumors or the not the rumors, but the want of a tag match. But what exactly is the tag match with Seth and Roman against each other or with each
The rumors is Seth and Cody versus Roman and Rock.
other? Rock. It is Rock with okay. I did see that on Twitter too or X. I don't know. That'd be interesting, and I don't know if that'd be risky or not too. Um, I think Roman would be fine, but it would be interesting. And it's a good point, Josh. Maybe to protect Seth in that tag match. Maybe he's not involved too much. Whatever. Um, it'd be incredible though to see them both in both nights would be pretty freaking awesome. Um, I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah.
I was thinking that it's kind of a way to get the best of both worlds. You get a Rock win, and then you still get a Cody win. But
Hmm.
I hate to break it to you, I think it's going to be a Cody win without him winning the title. I think Triple H has got something else in store.
How does he win without a title? So there's like a
Disqualification,
DQ.
count out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't be upset about it, to be honest with you. To continue the rage of Roman finding a way to win or keep this title, I wouldn't be upset about it, to be honest. Keep it going. Why not?
Well, here's why not. Are the fans gonna buy into Cody
Finishing a story
for
that
a
way.
third time? Like, are the
I
fans
think
really gonna wait 365 days?
I don't think he's going to win it at Mania. I don't think that's where the story ends.
Mm.
Um, I think that the story ends at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. And I think they're doing that because Mania's already sold, and they're going to start
Hmm.
moving elsewhere. I think what's Toronto get now? Money in the Bank or something.
I'm not sure.
But they're trying to expand their business. So if Cody wins at Mania, he wins, but he doesn't get that
Hmm.
title, just like his dad. So it matches the story. Then stick with
Oh
me, stick
man,
with me. Then we get Roman Reigns breaking Hulk Hogan's streak, which we're all for,
Hmm.
because if he
I mean,
doesn't
this
do it,
close you have to.
yeah, if he doesn't do it, no one else is going to do it. It's not
Right.
going to happen.
Right. Yep.
Um, and then you get Cody winning, still defeated, comes out on Raw. What the hell? I won, but that's not what I wanted. You know, I want to take everything from Roman. Maybe The Rock comes out. Maybe they have a squabble at the tag match, and he comes out night 2 and rock bottoms Roman, and the ref DQs him. Something happens. I don't know. Something like that is kind of what I'm envisioning. And then you get him breaking the streak, the streak, not the streak. What's it called? The
The
Hulk
win streak?
Hogan's
Or no,
reign.
yeah, what Reign.
The right.
Yeah, his So then you take him
Hogan's reign.
to, yeah. So Survivor Series, I think, is what it has to get to actually break it. I think he ties it at SummerSlam, which may be fine too.
Mhm.
That kind of erases
Mhm.
it.
Sure.
So then you just have him win there, and you still get everything you wanted. You still get the Roman versus Rock later down the road. You get kind of makes everybody happy. But if they give Cody the title at Mania, then what do they do? Who does he face? What
Yeah.
heels do they have?
That's
Nakamura. He'll beat
that.
Nakamura at Money in the Bank, and then he'll go on and face, who?
That
I don't think the fans are going to be able to put up with it. I think
mm,
you have built Cody up so much, you have to send the fans home happy at the end of this WrestleMania.
I mean, his hand gets raised. Here's the thing. I
I
the
get
the
it because I think Roman's still going to win. I don't know how he's
yeah.
going to win. So your storyline at least makes better sense because then they're tied 1-1. We go to the third, so on and so forth. But you can't do that to Cody again. Cody's got to win the title. The story has to be finished.
Yeah, but
2 Royal Rumble wins in a row too. Yeah.
Which Steve mentioned before, though. I mean, what if he does win the third Royal Rumble? First person
True.
ever to do it.
Yeah, and that would be kind of exciting.
and then
I'll
maybe
slap
he's
Steve for putting it in the universe.
yeah, no shit. Maybe he's a long shot to win it. Maybe
Yeah.
he comes in number 1 and has to be the Iron Man and win it. Look, people are going to cheer for Cody. There's something about Cody. He's special.
Yeah.
It's his time.
Yeah.
It's put in our heads. It's
Exactly. It's
something.
his time. He needs to win the
Yeah.
title.
I get it, but I'm just so worried about what happens after.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. Yeah. What is he supposed to feud with? There's no build for it. There's nothing. You would have to start over, start fresh. It would be, you would lose the momentum of the title change if Cody wins. I thought
I,
about that earlier this week.
I mean, I think it's pretty simple who he feuds with. He feuds with Randy Orton.
Interesting. I mean, Orton
Yeah.
can't be a face forever. That's interesting.
He's not a good face.
Yeah, he tries to. I think he's entertaining, but that's neither mark. But he's more successful as a heel. Yeah.
I would have him feud with Orton. One simple. So there, I
Interesting.
solved your problem. Again, Steve, he's winning the title at WrestleMania.
Damn it. You might have me there. I mean, the story's there. It's built in. Orton gave him his first match. I just feel like we're this close with Roman. Why do it now? Why have
And
him
then
be the
that's the thing.
third longest reign? Then that's
That's pointless.
Let's finish that story. Can we finish one story
Yeah.
before we worry about fucking Cody Rhodes?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will say the press conference was awesome. I don't know if you guys watched any of it, but
I missed it.
I watched it later. Thought it was awesome. The family tree. The problem with Roman Reigns is he's so fucking cool that if he were on TV every week, you couldn't boo him.
He'd be a face.
He's
Yeah.
just got such swag, and he's cool, and the acknowledge me, and the laughing at people, and the telling Seth Rollins when he says Seth Rollins on SmackDown, he's like, "Look at that, no pop," and then says he wears his wife's clothes, and like the dude's just cool as fucking ice, just cool as a cucumber.
The only thing about that, and I might be in the minority here, he's overshadowed by The Rock. The Rock carries so much weight. Like honestly, it sucked, but it felt like I wanted Cody versus The Rock, and Seth and Roman just got left out to dry. Like Seth was there, obviously helping Cody and then it later on got explained last night why Seth did it. But it was still one of those things where it was like Seth just kind of looks like a bystander, and that's your champion who's defending the title once a week, twice a week, more than Roman.
Mhm.
Right.
So,
Right. But anyway,
which
I'll go ahead.
one more thing, this is always brought up. Oh, you need to defend the title every time. Blah 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 blah. There's 12 pay-per-views a year on UFC. The UFC champion only defends his title maybe twice a year, 3 times if we're lucky. I don't need to see the title every single time.
Mhm.
No.
Make other titles valuable. Case in point, with Roman being gone so much, Gunther has become a superstar, and the IC title matters again.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So now, only if we could get to tag teams mattering again.
Yeah, it's been a
Um,
long time.
I feel like Triple H is putting in the work. He's got the Creed brothers. He's got DIY. He's got the I don't know what they're called. The Tyler Bate and
Mustache Mountain.
yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
He's working towards it. Let the man cook. He's doing all right. I swear I've never been more of a Triple H fan than I am right now.
Yeah, me too.
When he
Me
came
too.
out and he was I don't know if you saw it on SmackDown when he was using all the Rock's you know,
Yeah,
catchphrases and telling him it doesn't
yeah.
matter
He's
where he
sprinkling in
sits, trying to sort his or insert his authority and assert
there. Mhm.
assert his authority.
That's third.
Um, so like I said, just he's building the tag division. I think he's gonna set up something to where they can split those titles back up
Yeah, that
and
would be
put one
good.
on SmackDown, like a triple threat, and whoever takes the first fall get. Oh Jesus, takes the first fall gets the
Paul.
Raw titles, takes the second fall gets the
Mhm.
SmackDown titles, and then because Damian, are they ever gonna let Damian Priest cash in?
They expire in a year too, doesn't it? Doesn't it only last for one
It, it's 1 year, but it's got until the Money in the Bank. It's no longer until WrestleMania.
year?
So
Got it.
he gets until the next Money in the Bank pay per view,
Got it.
which I think they're holding off to see if Seth can actually go. Because if
Mm.
Seth can't go, Priest has to cash in at WrestleMania because you got to put the title on the line.
Right. So,
So,
other than that, like I had drawn up these Mania match ideas, and at the time I had Okada in there, and I had like Miz Truth versus or the Awesome Truth versus Dominic Mysterio and what's the big headed guy's name? JD McDonough.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it's hard to book 7 matches even with the stacked
Hmm.
roster that they got because there's not many matches that I'm like that'll be worth it. So
Yeah. Well, I guess we got to throw some women matches in there too.
yeah,
Well, the women matches, I feel like are decided already. It's gonna
Mm.
be Becca, Rhea, and um, obviously Bailey, Io Sky. Like that
Hmm.
just seems
right.
too much of a given. Maybe who came back at number 30? Her name's slipping my head right now.
Oh, um,
Liv Morgan
um,
Liv
yes.
Morgan. Maybe Liv Morgan steals the win for the whole injury rehab thing. But
Mm.
after last night, I think, and also the
press conference
press conference, it's Rhea Ripley versus Becky.
for sure.
So those seem like give me's. I think we get Awesome Truth versus Priest and Finn Balor though for the
Oh,
titles.
okay. Interesting.
Right.
I see that happening. Yeah. But all in all, I mean it does look like a good card. I'm interested to hear your guys' take on this. So they talked about it last night. Uh, Uso has never held a singles title, and now he gets a title shot at Gunther next Monday. Do you do you buy Jay as an IC contender, or does it just feel like a filler? Because for me, I've seen it online. People are like, "Oh, Jay needs to dethrone Gunther." I don't see it.
That
I
seems
don't
like a
see it.
waste. Jay's
Yeah, that's a
Right?
already
waste.
so over.
Yeah, I
And also, I want Uso versus Uso at WrestleMania. So
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that doesn't need a title involved.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Right.
So what do you do with Gunther? Besides our dream matchup of Gunther versus Seth for the
Yeah.
double title.
Both. Yeah.
Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. That's what
Okay.
I would do.
Hmm.
I was thinking Andrade.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be good too.
So
Who wins that then?
I I feel like Gunther's probably got to lose the IC title, and his next step is to go towards the world title.
Mhm.
Probably be Seth's next opponent if
Which
Seth
would
is
be awesome.
healthy. They do it.
Right.
Oh yeah, Seth and Gunther would be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Drew McIntyre is going to beat Seth.
Yeah.
I think.
And then
Hmm.
hold the title for a year, and then the returning CM Punk wins the title in the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania. I agree. I
I'd be
agree.
okay with that. I'd be okay with that.
Makes the most sense. Because you can
Yeah.
always do Seth versus Punk anytime.
Right. Right.
But if you don't do Punk versus Drew, the moment he comes back, it's for nothing.
Yeah.
It's for naught. But like I said, I, I didn't want to get too far into it because we're still a little ways away. I know some things can
Mhm.
change. I know some things can pop up. It'll be interesting to see what they do at the Elimination Chamber. Obviously, I'm going to have to watch that in the replay because I'm not waking up at 3 in the morning.
Right.
But
It's 5 in the morning for us.
5. You're right. You're right. But I'm still not going to wake
Still,
up.
still not
5.
waking up.
No.
Right.
No.
Doesn't make it any better.
So, like I said, I kind of just wanted to get on here and touch base, make a few comments, couple ideas, seeing what everybody thought of Mania as it's building, and then we'll jump back on maybe a couple of days before Mania and give our thoughts on the actual match card, if you guys are interested.
Yes. Agreed.
Absolutely.
100%. Yes. This was good.
All right, boys. Well, unless you guys have any other comments, concerns, questions, thoughts on Mania
No.
or Okada signing with AEW.
We'll get into some AEW talk here eventually. I'll
Oh
get
yeah.
you to talk about it sometime. At
Oh
least you got to talk Sting's last match.
yeah.
That you're
Yeah.
gonna
We
have to
should.
talk.
We really should cover that. That's kind of vital.
I'm gonna be there. So
Are you? You going?
Nice.
yeah, yeah. So
Was that in
looking
Greensboro?
forward to it. Yeah. So
Now is that a pay
should
per
be a
view
good
or is
time.
that what is that? Oh, it's Revolution.
An actual people do Revolution. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're probably gonna face Nicholas and Matthew.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Use their proper names.
Nicholas and Matthew.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. This is the most I've ever cared about those guys. Now that they've shown a little bit of fucking character.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
We
it later
will.
though.
You're right. You're right.
We'll save that for when it gets a little closer.
All right, gentlemen. I do appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone listening, and let's keep rolling on until the next time. Thank
Yes,
you, boys.
sir. You got it. Yeah.
Peace.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.